The Bundle of Sticks. In a quiet village, surrounded by rolling hills and ancient trees, there lived an old man named Silas, who had 3 grown sons, Elias, Jonas, and Caleb. Though they lived in the same home and shared the same chores, they rarely lived in peace. Elias, Jonas, and Caleb were always arguing over land, tools, or even who got the shadiest spot under the afternoon sun. Their father, Silas, tried everything to bring them closer, sharing stories, gentle counsel, even carefully splitting their tasks. But his efforts failed, and the air in the cottage grew heavy with their constant disagreements. As the months passed, Silas grew very weak and ill. Yet, even as he lay in bed, he could still hear the sound of his 3 sons bickering, their voices sharp and unhappy, in the next room. "I must teach them one final, important lesson," he whispered to himself. He called Elias to his bedside and asked him to gather a handful of dry, thin sticks from the woodshed. When all 3 sons stood around him, Silas presented them with 3 individual sticks. "For a reward," he said, his voice soft, "each of you must break the stick I give you." Elias snapped his stick with a quick crack. Jonas broke his just as easily. Caleb quickly snapped his too. "A reward, father," they cheered. "We all win." "Not yet, my sons," Silas replied, holding up a small bundle tied tightly with string. "The challenge is not over. Now, take this whole bundle, and whoever breaks it will receive the true reward." Elias tried first, straining and pulling, his face turning red with effort. The bundle wouldn't even bend. Jonas took his turn, twisting and pushing, but the sticks remained tightly bound together. Finally, Caleb took the bundle. He gripped it with all his strength, but the thick, united group of wood held firm. He let out a sigh and shook his head, placing the bundle back on the bed. Silas looked at his 3 weary sons. "My dear boys," he said, "see how easy it was to break the sticks when they were alone? Yet, when they stood together in a bundle, all your strength could not break them." "You are like these sticks," Silas finished, smiling faintly. "If you remain united, no trouble or person can cause you harm. But if you keep fighting, anyone can take advantage of your weakness. Promise me you will be a bundle, not single sticks."